Inside one of the biggest tech companies holds the largest plans to build one of the greatest tech communities the world has ever seen. Facebook and its companies have been planning for some time. A network of interrelated parts working together to provide one of the best services known to man: communication, information, and enlightenment. And all that has been made possible because of its dedicated workforce. Without the engineers, programmers, and employees behind closed doors and huge computer screens, the company wouldn't tick nearly as well as it does. And Facebook recognizes that, hence its increased effort in trying to create a haven for its community. Hey guys, and welcome back to today's video. Today we'll be taking you on an amazing journey of Facebook's ever-growing city, its amazing communities, and its wonderful plans to make one of the greatest workforces the world has ever seen. So stay tuned and be amazed by its wonders. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, and share to see more amazing videos like this. Introduction: Facebook as a company doesn't just signify a social network anymore. This technological giant holds a lot more than just a social networking plant. With its ever-increasing growth rate, innovations and company plans have led to the introduction of a digital payment system, a virtual reality company, and now it's adding a real estate developer to its list of functions. Today, Menlo Park can only be considered a dream compared to the starting site of Mark Zuckerberg's Harvard dorm room. From its original housing estate in Palo Alto, California, to its large base at 1601 South of California, to the now quiet Menlo Park in Palo Alto, Facebook's housing system has undergone quite a massive change over the years. But first, let's talk about Menlo Park. Menlo Park. Close to the banks of San Francisco, Menlo Park is home to over 3,000 employees, a drastic difference from December 11, 2011, when 2,000 Facebook employees moved to 10 revamped buildings in the Sun Microsystems site, now Menlo Park. And the MPK parks have changed entirely to sprawl across thousands of acres that fit into 3, soon to be 4, sections. The original idea for MPK Parks was to consolidate a work-friendly environment focused on how employee well-being could improve creative thinking, drive innovation, and increase productivity. Gone are the days of sky-high office spaces and private offices and cubicles that define corporate work plans. Now, open-plan offices, high ceilings, and communal breakout areas foster a more modern thinking and encouraging work attitude and movement throughout the day. The design of the campus, especially the open Main Street, resembles that of Palo Alto Street View to improve a comfortable atmosphere. Buildings also enclose a secure central location to foster the feeling of being part of a very large community. Another exciting addition is the exciting plazas you can visit, eateries, large open courtyards for hangouts and meetings, and also a health plaza employees can go to for regular checkups and medications. But with its unprecedented growth rate, together with its acquisition of Instagram and WhatsApp, Facebook had to make plans to further increase its ever-growing community, which led to the expansion across the highway. MPK-20. MPK-20. Known as MPK-20, Facebook's second location sits across the highway, just a stone's throw away from HQ. Designed by Frank Gehry, the first stage of Facebook's $1 billion headquarters expansion was a huge success and an architectural landmark with over 433,000 square feet in size. Despite its huge size, it only took 3 years to complete. But that was because of the minimalist and stripped-back materials used were readily available metal, concrete, and glass, which helped reduce the construction to an absolute minimum. And upon completion, it was the world's largest open-plan office until 2018. The goal of MPK-20 was to create a perfect engineering space for employees to work together and also increase productivity. The expansion houses a further 2,800 employees, while an underground tunnel back to the East Campus encourages movement and a community among staff. But the main attraction of the building isn't the size or the connection, but it's the 9-acre, 36,000 square meters green roof containing some 400 trees and well over 100,000 native plants that insulate the building, reduce overall heating and cooling costs, and increase the building's LEED Gold certified status. Because of this addition, employees who are feeling stressed or fatigued can now switch to a more outdoor-friendly work area to better tend to a creative block. This area is also equipped with Wi-Fi, whiteboards, and unique working spaces and circles. MPK-21. A more recent addition to its ever-increasing estate expansion is MPK-21. Also designed by Gary, MPK-21 was built in just 17 months and commissioned in June 2018 as part of its second headquarter expansion. The new building, housing over 3,000 employees, is even bigger than its predecessor at 524,000 square feet. Also designed to achieve LEED Gold certification and a stronger connection among employees, MPK-20 and 21 are connected by a vast landscape open space called the Bowl. All these were articulated plans to make sure the building's environmental impact is reduced to a minimum. Part of its plans was to feature a reclaimed water system that saved around 17 million gallons of water each year, a 1.4 megawatt photovoltaic solar panel that generates almost 2 million kilowatt hours of electricity every year, and huge windows that bring in plenty of sunlight, reducing electricity usage significantly. Containing a 2,000-person event space and a simple single pathway traversing the length of the building, everything in MPK-21 takes interaction and collaboration to the next level. With a planned pedestrian bridge over the highway, it connects the campus to the parks of the nearby plaza and 2-acre parks as the well-being and health of the staff continue to be the forefront of the company. But as the number of people working on the vast campus approaches 10,000, plans to facilitate this ever-growing change and turn their corporate headquarters into a fully fledged community are already underway, which leads us to Willow Park. Willow Park. As part of a collaboration between the social networking giant and Oakland-based development group, plans to include over 1,700 apartments, a supermarket, a pharmacy, a retail, as well as 1.25 million square feet of new Facebook office space for its roughly 7,000 employees has already began. Unveiled in 2017, Willow Park is set to change the face of the Menlo Park area into something more immersive and assertive than we could ever imagine. The housing plan is to provide the spaces at 15% below the market value to make its expansion easier. The goal of Willow Park is to create a vibrant and well-integrated community that provides much-needed services, not only for Facebook's ever-growing workforce, but for the surrounding community as well. The park is also said to feature several architectural highlights that would make working from your actual home a thing of the past. According to recent renderings, an elevated park in the style of New York City's skyline, as well as a modernist office building for employees with a large glass dome were part of these highlights. Set to be developed in phases, the initial office, housing, and retail elements are set to open in 2021 and will be followed by subsequent expansions through to 2023. By investing heavily in the area, Facebook aims to improve transport links, which have fallen well behind what is required for growth in the region. The firm also aims to continue building custom data centers alongside a network of offices in major cities to further solidify the term community, where everything works hand in hand and efficiently. Thank you, and that brings us to the end of today's video. What do you think of this community plan by Facebook? Do you think it's a good idea that fosters togethership, or do you think it's a terrible plan and we should all just stay in our normal homes?